So I don't need to stress how important what the ECB do today, is going to be quite important for the US dollar. And we have seen that US dollar weakness previously has been really good for Bitcoin. Now, let's go back to the beginning and talk about why this was a really first of a really important support level. So Bitcoin was the only major crypto that made a new high here at the end of November. All of the others, Litecoin, Ethereum, and so on, made a slightly lower high, which meant that this is all part of the same correction. And if corrections have to have a relationship with each other, okay, so this first swing and this second swing, where we are reached 61.8 of this first swing was the first potential place that Bitcoin could bounce. So this is our first potential place. And then the other potential place is where we have an equal measured move, which was, let's take this away, which is down here at 16,698 in Bitstamp prices, so 16,700 around there. And so that's where we go if we can't make a new high or continue higher here. 16,700, it's our second support level. If we continue, 15,800 is the big fib level and our third support level. So far, we've bounced yesterday from our first support level, which is what you would expect in a really squeezy, bullish market, which is what we've seen in Bitcoin. Kind of every dip gets bought. It's the one that overshot and made a new high, etc. So for this to continue now, when you get above your moving averages, we need to break out from this basically channel that we're in. And the resistance that we're going to cut, we're going to see if this is just a corrective bounce. I would say normally it'll be like 50 or 61.8. So we'll do it from the highs like this. We'll put our fibs on there. So yeah, 61.8 up here lines up with the top of this channel. So I'm going to say 19,000, round number, 19,050. Above there, I think that if you've bought some, you could buy a little more. We look good to retest the highs and then potentially continue higher, and correction will be over. Anytime, if we stop ahead of there, so if we stopped at the 50% level, if we stopped at these moving averages, if we put them on the hourly, if we stop at this hourly 200 moving average, which has been really good support and resistance previously, if we don't even get up to that line and then we roll over, there is still the risk that we are not correction complete. And in this, C wave, very often you'll see wedges. So we have a one leg up, down, one leg up, and then we'll see a wedge like this. I tried to do it earlier, I'll try and do it again. So a narrowing wedge like this. So it wouldn't be crazy for Bitcoin to get up here, fail, and do one more leg lower, get us down to that level, and then rally. So we're not, we'll retest this low. Let's see if every people will go, oh look, here we are back by it again, and if it doesn't hold, this is where we go down to. So I wouldn't rule that out in Bitcoin, but for now I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm long, and I think that we will try another swing higher. 19,000 resistance then, and if we break above 19,000, for me the target's 21,000 for this next push up, and we'll see how we first target. 24,000 is the second target. After that I'll take these off and we'll see how we go from there. It's actually a little bit above 24,000. I think it's 24,200 around there. So that's where we are with Bitcoin. A good recovery off the first potential support level. Still got to work our way back through the moving averages, but we're looking good to squeeze higher. So for people who have missed the analysis the last couple of days, that's where we are in Ripple. So let's go to the daily of Ripple, US dollar. I'm much more bullish Ripple, mainly because of the way that we're holding these daily moving averages for now. And so that, for me, that's the biggest indicator of trend. So we've had a big drop. In Ripple, though, I don't feel like this swing we've just done was the whole correction. In other words, in Ripple, within this big drop that we did on the 24th of November, we did a big ABC, and so potentially this whole correction is complete here, and we're in, in a new upswing, and we're looking for just, corrective pullbacks, which look pretty good. So I'm going to clone this. So because of the daily chart looking so good, because we're so close to the top of the channel, because I didn't want it to move while I was doing a live this morning, I actually bought a little bit of Ripple here. I like this bullish cross of the hourly moving averages. I liked how we've pulled back to find support from them. I like how we've pulled back to this midpoint here, and we're all set to turn up. So this is why when I put my Heikin on, it looks pretty good. I'm looking for it to hold this support and turn higher and break out here in Ripple, and I've put some in. If we get up here and we don't, and we fail and we go lower again, then the trade's not worked. That's fine. If we break down below these lows here, then my idea hasn't worked, and we're going back to the bottom of the channel again, and I'll cut it. But I just like how we're holding the moving averages. I think it sets us up for at least a retest and I have another go in Ripple. So that's how I'm looking at that one this morning.